Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Deckplate Tone checking in with another video. In this video, I will show you how to make Chief fast as shit. We're gonna break down a ladder, right? We're gonna break down a ladder this time, right? So before we continue the video, make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. And let's get right into it. Thank you for all the support, by the way. I appreciate the support you guys been bringing. Salute to all y'all. All right, now let's start. Up in Great Lakes, Illinois, man, I'm telling you, they had about 200 trees. I don't know, ballpark number, right? 200 trees. But in my command, we had about like 20. More than half of them, they've been in the Navy in less than 10 years. That's less than 10 years, putting people to shame. If you're watching this video, you probably want to know how to make Chief, or how to make Chief in under 10 years or something. Or you probably had some issues making Chief. Now I got one question. It took them, what, 10 years, right? Less than 10 years. And you might be in the Navy for 10 or more years. And why is that? Let's listen to this video, listen to these tips on some real stuff, and listen to these tips. These things might be able to help you so that you can actually make Chief, right? Let's do that, right? Because it's all about these. Where my ink is at? It's all about, right? It's all about these, right? Right? You want that, right? It's all about that. So come and get this. It's all about this right here. This is all yours, all right? Just come and get it. Now let's focus on the ladder. Let's go. I talked to these selectees, right? A good amount of them, and I asked them, how'd you end up making it 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, stuff like that. So I thought this was crazy for one, because I mean, these guys made it in less than 10 years, most of them. And then there's people in the Navy that they can't make it like 10 and more, right? So I asked them for their secrets, and they told me like what they did, and it was just what I expected. A lot of the things that they were talking about was just like simple stuff. And so I said, all right, you know what? Me studying the trends that I study, everything that goes round and round in the Navy, let me compile that list together. And I came up with a list of things that you need based on this ladder and other things that will help you to make Chief. So this one is going to be 6 parts. This is going to be number 1. We talking about the ladder. So let's go. Before you even think about making Chief, you got to make sure that you're passing your test. You need a ticket to the dance. You need a ticket to that dance. If you don't get a ticket to the dance, trust me, you're not getting anything. With this right here, I'll be covering some of the basic requirements for like GMs, DCs, MMs, MAs, right? That's what I'm gonna touch on. Keep in mind that with this right here, with this ladder that we're speaking on, I think every rate is gonna be one like where they have C and they have short requirements. MAs, they don't have C or short requirements, right? MAs, I don't know, man. I guess they just don't go to C like that. So whatever. I don't know. Now shout out to the MAs. Some of them actually do. But anyway, let's go. In the ladder, if you scroll down and scroll down, keep on scrolling down to all useful information, but you're looking for what says considerations for advancement, usually from E6 to E7, because that's what you want, right? Okay, so check this out. Stay with me. The number 1, you want to be qualified to your pay grade and have advanced qualifications. So what that means you need to get EAL, you need to get EDO, you need to get DECIT, you need to get what is that NEC, Uniform 46 Alpha, you need to get ATWO, you need to get OD Import, right? You need to get ammo admin, Rig Supervisor, ATTT, CSAL, OD, AT Tray Suit. Let's see, what's another like a high one? Armor underway. You need those because listen here, man. When these guys are selecting people, they're selecting the best and fully qualified. The best and the fully qualified. Anybody else, they're not gonna accept them. The best and fully qualified. Number 2, you need to have documented leadership. What I'm trying to say, you need to be LPO of something, right? You could be LPO, assistant LPO. Yeah, I get it, right? You're not thinking outside the box. Let's think outside the box for a minute, right? You could be the assistant LPO, the admin LPO, the training LPO. You could be the training supervisor who works in the LPO. You can be maintenance LPO. You can be all different types. Listen up, Chico. My point is this. You have to create an opportunity. Work with your chain of command and you go and you become an LPO or some leader of something. Because if you want, that will get you there. I promise. I promise. Listen to me, man. I did it before. I'm just saying. I did it before. I know what I'm talking about. Number 3, get your warfare qualifications. Get your warfare qualifications. The ladder say that you have to get your warfare qualifications. They say if you're a GM, you got to get every single one that's available at that command. Think about that. Right? You never ever want to be the guy without his warfare pen, right? You want this. You want this. You see that? You want that. You want that. See that right there? You need that. Otherwise, you're just going to be in the US Navy, right? You don't want to just be in the US Navy. You want to have that pen. You want to have that pen, okay? But make sure you get that pen. Make sure you get all the pens. If you get all the pens and stuff, right? If you had a command, and your command do air, IDW, and AW, get all of them. That way you wipe off all doubt, right? You want to give yourself the best chance in the board. That's the sure way to do it, I bet you. Number 4, Sailor 360. Sailor 360 is in every single one of your ladders. How is that possible? It's in every single one of your ladders, and a lot of guys, especially aces, they like the hell with it. They don't care about it at all, right? And this is not some secret. It's everywhere. And guess what? These guys are standing the boards and things like that. Everybody that made it, if they talking about it, you should be talking about it. Now, Sailor 360. This is a part of the whole lay in the kill and all that stuff. And what is lay in the kill, you might think, right? You might ask that. What is lay in the kill? Lay in the kill is foundation, right? This is all functional, foundational training, personal development. That's important to the Navy, so it should be important to you, fool. And check this out. All right, so maybe you're not an officer in Sailor 360 committee, but you can always volunteer to be a part of training. You can always volunteer to do some training in Sailor 360, to lead something. That way, if you're a part of Sailor 360, you're leading and leading and leading, right? And remember, it's for everybody. It's for the chiefs. It's for the officers. It's for everybody. Man, my captain and my XO used to go to Sailor 360. And what happened with that? Right, everybody, hey, you better make sure you're down to Sailor 360. You better make sure you're down to Sailor 360. That's how important it got, right? And it's a big reason, because it's a personal and professional development thing, okay? So please get a part of that, because that's a part of your ladder, fool. Number 5, command involvement with training teams. Think about what you're doing there, right? That's a chance for you to lead, right? Especially if you're not this LP or whatever. That's a chance for you to lead as a training member, training and teaching any and everybody, right? And think about who's on a training team sometimes. And think about who is trained. If you're doing damage control drills and stuff like that, right? Not everybody know DC. Same way for ATTT, ETT and things like that, right? CSTT. Not everybody knows that stuff. So you training somebody. There's a good chance you'll be training some chiefs. There's a good chance you'll be training maybe an officer, your peers, but that's important. You gotta do that. That's for you. So check it out, right? This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna take that, them bolts and pieces of that training thing. You're gonna uplift people. You're gonna root people. You're gonna make the shit better, because you. So 6. First Class Petty Officer Association involvement. Document it, right? Be a part of the committee. If you can, be a part of some kind of committee, or be an officer or something like that. If you can't do those things, check it out. Anytime an event comes up, or you guys want to do something, you want to lead something, raise your hand and say, I got it. And guess what? When you have that documented, you did it. You involved. You led something. That's a chance to lead you and your peers when you're in the First Class Petty Officer Association. So if I was you, I would do that, right? Show that you are able to lead your peers. If you can lead your peers, you can be chief. One more step closer. Number 7, command collateral duties. Now hold up, I know, a lot of people hate collateral duties, right? But check this out, First Class, or whoever you are. Collateral duties show your willingness to broaden your experience, right? That's essentially what chiefs do. So anytime you say you don't want a collateral duty, or you don't want to command collateral duty or something, you're basically saying you are not willing to do what a chief does. So if you're one of those guys that always discourage people from collateral duties, or you're not getting one yourself, guess what? You're kind of telling the board and everybody else, I'm not willing to do what a chief does. That's what you're doing. You're not broadening your horizons. You're not broadening your experience. And for that, you don't deserve it. And listen, don't discourage people not to take collateral duties and command collateral duties, right? And don't listen to anybody that's doing that, because listen, this is what happens with them, right? When the results come out, and this happens every year. When the results come out, what they do, they go somewhere, they hide, they cry. They cry. They're not gonna tell you that part. So that's bad advice for somebody to tell you, oh, don't be a collateral whore, all that stupid stuff that they say. It don't matter, right? That stuff is not gonna help you. Remember, collaterals help you broaden your experience. That's what's required of chiefs, broadening your experience. And if you don't take on that, you are basically saying you are not willing to do what chiefs do. Number 8, the final one that you gotta know is US maps. It's PPME. It's JPME or SJPME. It's community service. You doing all those things, man. Your ladder is basically telling you to be a well-rounded sailor, right? If you can follow all these things, right? That's number 8 now. So just to recap a little bit, check on your considerations for advancement for your particular ladder, whatever that is. You're gonna find that most of the things are under like qualifications for your rate, then advanced qualifications. It's like having some kind of leadership or LPO at assignments and stuff like that. Getting your warfare qualifications. Is being involved in Sailor 360. Man involvement in some kind of training team. Is active participation in first class petty officer association. Is having some kind of command collaterals, and then also US maps, SJPME, PPMEs, community service, all that good stuff. I promise you, every single one of your ladders will say something to that effect, right? And if you do those things, you will be on your way to grabbing that anchor. Where's my anchor at? You'll be on your way to getting that right there. That's what everybody wants. That's what everybody. I hope something I said was valuable to you guys. If it was, and I encourage you to comment, like, share, subscribe, share this with somebody else, right? Let them know what we're doing here, all right? And I appreciate all the support. Much love to everybody. Thank y'all so much, for real, for real. All right, my next video is gonna be in the description. I can't remember what it's gonna say, but it's gonna be another one, so tune in for it. And hey, give me some feedback. How do you guys like what we're doing now? You know, I just started changing up my thumbnails and whatnot. You guys like it, don't like it? Let me know. Also, I got another thing coming. I'll be releasing a couple shorts. You know, I'm trying to get my content out there a little bit. I'll be releasing another podcast episode in the near future. So salute to all you guys. Thank y'all for your support. Appreciate y'all. Now, no further entries this page. Tony Tone, out. If you made it to the end of this video, I just want to say thank you so much. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Now, why do I do these videos? Why? Why do I do these videos? I do these videos because I just want to see you win. So go win.